In Ramona, on Montecito Road west of town, there are a couple of aircraft to let you know you've arrived. And just beyond is a hangar where inside for a few hours, 3 days a week, the museum is open. A museum completely devoted to and absolutely jammed full of helicopters. Talk about flying under the radar. How is it that this place has gotten so little attention? It's free to come in. You never saw so many helicopters in your life. The volunteers here, like Howard Northrup, just love it.
We just want to be the best we can. There's only like 5 helicopter museums in the world.
Since it was founded by helicopter builder and pilot Mark DeCiero in 1992, Classic Rotors Rotorcraft Museum, it's called, through donations, has kept adding and displaying more helicopters.
The range goes from little tiny ones that you can basically sit on with a little tiny gas-powered motor on the back, and it flies as a helicopter.
He means really little ones, like this one here. You go back to the 1950s and 60s and magazines like Popular Mechanics or Mechanics Illustrated.
In the back of those magazines was a classified section, and that classified article said send $5 for plans to build your own helicopter.
If you followed the instructions and actually built one, it required a motorcycle engine like from a Triumph 650 and a gear shift lever and a clutch just like a motorcycle. So you'd go out to the airfield, kick-start it, and slowly shift through the gears to get the rotor turning, and if you were really skilled, you could get it off the ground. So there must have been a lot of them buzzing around, right? Only cost $5 for the plans.
They sold thousands of them, $5 a pop, there was no problem. But actually, there was only 8 of them that were finally built.
8? This one at the museum is number 2. Same thing, you might remember ads for the Benson Build-It-Yourself Gyrocopter. Here's one that holds the record for the longest gyrocopter flight. Refueling in air, it went 16 hours. So yes, they do have very small helicopters, on up in size.
To the largest, which was a large H-37, which is the only one of 6 that are left in the world.
Presenting the Marines' brand new transport helicopter powered by twin engines. 26 fully equipped Marines can get aboard.
Somehow they squeezed one of the last surviving Army versions of this gigantic helicopter in here, and it is massive. And oh, here's one tucked away here in the corner. This is what was called the Monte-copter, named for the designer's son, Monty. It's the only helicopter of its kind, a tri-fibian.
In the 1950s, everybody was going to have a car that they basically drove out of their driveway, got onto the highway, and took off and flew.
Yes, but the Monte-copter did that concept one better because it could go anywhere, land, air, or into a lake or the ocean, whatever. It was a watercraft too. Only problem, in traffic, the blast from the engine kind of toasted whoever was behind you, and it got 2.3 miles to the gallon. But today, here sits the only Monte-copter ever concocted. There's so much history here, and everywhere you look, the story of some effort to lift off vertically, better and more efficiently. Some were experimental. Remember that aircraft we saw outside? That was a prototype that, if developed, would lift off from a very small space and then fly away. Tested at Gillespie Field years ago, it too is here now with its giant cousins, with the products of dreamers and engineers in war and peacetime.
We kept collecting more and more, and then pretty soon just preserving helicopter history was sort of our goal and objective.
And finally, in a side room is the most extraordinary collection of model helicopters of every size and description. Some that must be one of a kind, some models of Russian rotorcraft, so many, so lovingly assembled and displayed. Taken together, for pilots, for many who served in the military, some of these helicopters will be familiar. But for anyone who hears them flying by, and you just look up, you know, it's an instinct, this is an up-close look at decades of rotorcraft development and preservation by some truly dedicated volunteers. On Montecito Road at the Ramona Airport is Classic Rotors Museum, a classic place indeed about San Diego. Love these stories, and if you do too, here's what you have to do if you want to see more of them, because we've got so many of them ready. All you need to do is click on the subscribe button, and then you'll know when they're ready to go.